We live. You got something to talk about. You got something to talk about.
You got something to talk about. We live too.
Yes, we are. We live. We are back, you guys. Thursday. Well, we never been anywhere, but we are back alive and in person Thursday night stream with C.R.E.A.M in the house. He's been all over, I'm going to say the world, but he's literally been all over the country doing some things, talking to people. So I want him to share his story, his successes, and all that stuff with you guys. So welcome. Come on in, millionaires. Put in the comments where you're chiming in from. Let's talk, y'all. Hey, Promise. Hey, beautiful.
Something about. I missed you. I missed you. Oh yeah, my phone buzzing. I'm telling people go on our YouTube, all that. Listen, y'all. If y'all don't got it, y'all better go get it before y'all lose it, because I'm telling y'all, we getting it, y'all.
Right. This is the best version of you in 2022, and that's what we're here to expose. I'm gonna put it like that.
Yeah. We're here to expose so we can redeem.
Yes. Hey, I feel that vibe already, man. We just hit our first year too. We hit our first year January 13th. So this is our first year on C.R.E.A.M. We have our
word. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Wow. We did it.
We did it, yo.
We're going to keep doing it.
We're going to keep doing it.
As long as God give us the breath.
Come on. And what we're doing is timeless. You see what I'm saying? So you can go back and re-listen to this forever and ever and ever, because this stuff ain't going to change. You better understand the rules to the game, though. I just hope you don't. Who is that? You said playing?
James Davis. We got something to talk about. James Davis. And I just want to put out this disclosure. We don't own any copyrights to this music. So don't mute us, Facebook.
Oh yeah, you gotta say that, huh? Yeah, they be mute myself because I don't say that. I don't know.
Right.
Ooh, I like that. Can you send me a link to that? I like that.
I will. I'll share the link with you. I definitely will.
I like that. What's going on, good people? What is going on, good people? How everybody doing this evening? You hear me? It's your man, neighborhood Cal, also known as multimillionaire Cal, and we got the Miss Lovely Millionaire Miss Kim. Listen to me, Miss Kim be giving me a lot of praise, but y'all gotta understand this lady. Man, listen to me. This queen, she most definitely deserve the royalty, the status that she getting, y'all, because she has been most definitely doing her thing, and her grind is gonna be respected. Thank you, Queen. How you doing today?
Thank you. I'm doing amazing. Thank you for that amazing introduction. We keep bouncing off of each other, so I got to give it back to you. I have to give it back to you. You just inspire me to do so many things. You inspire me to want so much more. So I want to thank you for not letting me settle. Yeah. I love the drive that you push, not only me, but you push our community and the people that can hear you. You push us to a place that we've never been before. Yeah. You let us know that it's possible, that if you can do it, we can do it.
Come on, man. Come on.
So I just want to thank you for that. And I thank you for introducing me to people around you, your beautiful family. I can go on and on about you.
Man.
Yeah. So
to God be the glory, Queen. Listen to me. This is not just our story, but this is his story. You hear me? And our story needs to be told, because there's going to be a lot of Kims out there. May not be the name Kim, but there's a lot of Kims out there that's looking for the Kim to evolve, right? There's a lot of Calvins out there that's looking for the Calvins to evolve, right? So it's like, I do this because if you want to get different results, you got to do something different. So I'm always having people do something different, right? Because different is a good thing, right? It's not always a bad thing. It's a good thing. And we starting to understand that the seeds that we planted, we are now getting different results. We planting seeds every single day, right, Queen? We planting seeds. And y'all, if y'all just now chiming in, or this your first time chiming in, I'm your man, Neighborhood Cal, also known as Credit Cal, right? A lot of people call me Millionaire Cal. You call me anything but broke and a bad friend. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Broke and a bad friend. Right. But at the same time, a little bit about me before we hop into all the good things that we got going on. I think we got a couple guests that should be coming on today, which we are excited, right? I am a real estate investor. I am a serial entrepreneur. And what I mean by entrepreneur is I just don't talk about business. I actually do transactions in business, right? An entrepreneur is somebody who actually do real transaction, like, and really do real things. So I'm an entrepreneur. My passion is to actually educate the people, right? Communication. And like I said, they teach people how to leverage, right? What this is the word, capitalism. What is capitalism? Is something that we talked about earlier today. Capitalism is using other people's time and other people's money. So I'm actually helping people leverage other people's time and other people's money by either real estate investing or just business opportunities, right? And now I'm going to pass it on to my queen, Millionaire Kim, because she most definitely understands the capitalism, right? And know how to operate in other people's time and other people's money. How you doing, Miss Millionaire Kim?
I'm doing amazing. Yep, that's me. That's my slogan. I'm Kim, the creator of Kim's Credit Leverage, where I teach people how to leverage what they have in order to get what they desire. And it is so funny. Well, no, it's so real that Calvin and multi-millionaire Calvin and I was talking about capitalism. And one thing that I am doing a lot of research on now is about credit cards and how they were actually designed, because a lot of people that I come across now, they're really afraid of debt. They're afraid to use credit. And I was like, why are these people so afraid? And you're only afraid and you only fear because of the unknown. You know what I'm saying? We are put in debt in a lot of more ways than just credit cards, you guys. We're put in debt by advertisement. You go run out and do certain things and you're buying liabilities. That's putting you in debt. Isn't it funny that the school system will give us a student loan without even pulling our credit? But then when you go to house, it's on your credit.
That do make sense, and I never thought of that. Say that again.
Yes. They give you a student loan without even asking you if they can pull your credit. But then when you go try to buy a home, there it is on your credit, and your debt to ratio now sucks because it's designed that way. It's designed to keep you down. But they won't give a 17 or 18-year-old a credit to buy a business, but they give you credit to go to school to keep you in debt, and you're paying that school loan until you die. You see what I'm saying? You'll never pay that school loan off, ever, unless you were a trust fund baby or unless your parents, paid for your college or whatever. But how many of us can actually say that that's a real thing for you?
Right.
We can't.
So basically you're saying that, in other words, this is a game, right? And we need to learn the rules to the game. And if you don't know the rules to the game, first of all, if you don't know that this is a game, right, you automatically lost. But if you know that this is a game and you don't have the rules to the game, you're basically saying that by default, we losing.
Because you don't know how to play it. I mean, how many games? My niece, she pulled out a game the other day. She's like, let's play this game, Auntie Kim. I'm like, let me see the instructions.
Right.
I'm not playing with you because I don't know how to play it. It was a kid's game, but I don't care. I want to know the rules. That way I don't, just make up my own rules and freaking lose. Or make up the rules along the way. Like I've been in some of those situations. You're making up the rules along the way, or you're learning along the way. So what I'm saying is I got more years behind me than I have ahead of me. And one thing I can't replace is time. So I'd rather go to mentors like Calvin, mentors like, Mr. McCambry or Hazik or Mimi, whoever it is that knows more than what I know in that particular field, and get the education, because you can learn a lot quicker with the mentor than you can.
Come on. Well, one thing, come on, you can with a mentor than you can. One thing I've been telling everybody, but I had to learn myself, right? I had to embody this myself, is that if you want to go fast, you travel by yourself. But if you want to go far, you travel with somebody else. So that's what happened. We have to travel with other people because we in a position now. We're trying to go further, right? We're trying to increase and go further. So we can't just travel by ourselves no more. Even though it's all good at times, but there comes a time to where you most definitely need that partnership. You need that mentorship, right? You need the accountability of somebody else to know what you don't know to actually help you get to where you need to get to, right? And it all comes from teamwork, making the dream work, and that's growing with each other. And I'm excited about it, right? Because this year, right? This year, we net 2021, but we talk about 2022, right? This year already, it's been what we in? 20 days and 20. Listen to me.
We're at the 20th day of the first month of the year.
Listen, if you don't understand how to get into real estate investing, DM me. I'm gonna teach you. Look, we probably about on our 12th house already this year. You see what I'm saying? We not
wait this year.
Yeah, this year, 2022. I've been traveling. Yes, I've been traveling. So 8 days we bought a house in 8 days. But that's all good because title companies and all that gotta do what they do. But man, look, we've been buying houses like crazy. Why? Because we understand that, like I said, this is one of my quotes, and I love it and I die by it. This is a movement, not a monument. And we got to continue on moving, right? Because we are scaling our business. So if you are a business owner out there, a couple of things that we're going to talk about, we're going to get into business credit, right? We're going to talk a little bit about how to leverage other people's money, right? And right now, this is what I'm about to say. OBM, other businesses' money, right? We're going to talk about other businesses' money, right? And then we're going to talk about the credit card, because you have brought something to my attention 20 minutes ago telling me about the credit card and how I got established. And that's something I want to talk about because that's something I don't know about, right? I know about personal credit and business credit, but sometimes we got to go back to the root, right? We got to go back to the beginning. And we're going to talk about business credit. Ask all the questions, y'all. Wherever you guys chiming in from, please let us know where you guys chiming in from. Put in your email, because guess what? This is a platform to teach everybody and help everybody, right? So we're going to talk about business credit, a little bit about business credit. We're going to talk a little bit about personal credit. We're going to talk about a little bit about what we got going on. Mrs. Kim just been blowing up and just knowledge, right? And I want to hear some of that, right? Because that's what I love. I love getting around people who actually, when I leave from them, right, I can take this to my family, or I can take this to somebody else. That's the value I want. I need to be around other valuable people. So she got some valuable things that we're going to talk about. Then we're going to talk about a little about real estate investing. You know what I mean? Little here and there. Turo, what's going on in the world with Turo? It's a lot of stuff going on, right? And this is informational that you guys need to know, right? And because she said something that was just a little bit earlier. We don't know what we don't know, but at the same time, we playing a game that is unknown, and you fear what the unknown is. So now ask these questions, and we're going to start giving you some of the answers if we do have them at the moment. So now you get to know, and now you get to play the game better, because we're in the game, right, Queen?
Yes, we are in the game. And one thing that I can say about us and everybody that is around us and actually implementing some of the stuff that we're telling them, they're actually winning in this game.
Yeah.
And I'm super excited about that. And I just want you guys to know that I was invited today. Like, there was a time in the past where people would invite me to stuff and I wouldn't come because I didn't feel confident enough or didn't have enough information. But today, the lady that's running for state representative of Colorado invited me to be on her show tomorrow. And I'm like, what are we going to talk about? And she's like, I want you to talk about credit and financing and stuff, because she is about, a movement of changing our community for our Black and Brown community. So the only way that we can change and make an impact is, one of the ways is through economics. So that's what we're doing. And I'm super excited that people are reaching out to me and asking me to help spread that financial literacy.
Well, first of all, I look at it like this, right? And I salute you, Queen, and whomever else that's listening to this, right? If somebody's reaching out to you, then that means that you are very valuable and that you got something that they need. Because I look at it like this. You don't go to the doctor's office, right, unless you need help, unless you need, some type of formness of something is going on. You don't go to a gas station unless you want to go ahead and get gas so you can go a little bit further. So these people are coming to you because they actually need help. They actually need something that you provide, right? And that's the service, right? So we are in a business of nothing but service, right? We listen to us, y'all. Y'all got two people on this platform that really literally love to serve.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't do nothing else. We're going to serve.
Yes. And I do it for free.
Right, right, right.
That's how you know you're in the right spot if you would do what you're doing right now for free. So if you're doing it for and you're changing your time for money and you hate your job or whatever, find whatever your passion is and let's run it. And if you
That's
don't know
something,
how to
y'all.
tap into it, get with me and I'll help you find
Come
that
on, please get
passion
with her. Please get with
and
her
help
before you get
you to
with
give
me.
birth
Get with her.
to your nation. All right. Without any further ado, we're gonna take a quick break right here and shout out Miss Osemia. I'm just say Miss Chanel.
That's a code name. Whatever your
It
first name
is.
is, what do that mean, Queen? That is the code name. I
It's,
seen that, and I'm glad you
I
took that
love it.
shot. I was gonna say Miss Chanel, Queen Chanel, but I'm glad you said that. Good. See, how you
It's
doing, Queen? Thank you
it's
for
Somia.
being on our platform. Please like, share, and subscribe to whoever else. This is what we do every Thursday. What's going on, Arsenio? What's going on, King? Man, what's going on? What's going? He said, "What's popping, family?" Yes, we are a family here. What's going on, Felicia?
Hey,
Hello, hello,
Felicia.
hello. She is in the building. Them was our faithful. Them are our faithful people who come on every Thursday. Thank you, y'all. Thank y'all. We really appreciate it. We
Yes,
know
we
we're doing
do.
something good if you keep coming on, right?
Amen. Amen.
Amen. Amen.
So where would you like to start? Want me to tell them about capitalism or you want to jump into business credit?
Let's talk about capitalism, right? Let's talk
Mhm.
about how and when, what's going on with the credit cards. Like, look, please school me, teach me, teacher.
Sure, sure. I just want to let everybody know that the credit cards, they actually started off as being a bold experiment in capitalism, where
Okay.
about 60,000 cards were mailed out with people's name. They had an expiration date on it, and it was designed by it was called AmeriCard
Okay.
back in 1958, okay? So it
Okay.
was an experiment on capitalism to start letting people borrow from the banks, okay? But you could only get these cards if you were of certain nature. So of course, it was only given to a certain race and a certain
So
class.
no, no, look, there ain't no elephants in this room. What was you talking about? A
Okay, so
certain
it was
character,
only given
right?
to white
Yeah,
people. It was only
yeah,
it was only given to white or Caucasians
yeah.
and middle class individuals. So we know back in 1958, we were nowhere near middle class. Okay, we were pretty much labeled the scum of the earth, if you will, which
Okay,
that's a lie. And now we are here to let them know that that is a true lie. We built this whole entire nation.
right.
But anyway, so it was an experience given to white people and middle class individuals so that they can start purchasing things to look like they're in the upper class. You see what I'm saying? So it was given about they were given about $500 back then, which is
That's
about
a lot of money back then.
it's about $4,500 in our money now.
Right.
So
Okay.
imagine you getting a credit card and that amount of money. So people started buying all these things, and Ameribank didn't get paid from these individuals. That was in 1958. So they lost trillions of dollars. They lost
Wow.
trillions of dollars. So now they got to make up from it. And guess who they're making up for that debt? From
Us.
us.
From us.
From us. Okay, so that is not fair. So I just want you guys to know that it was all designed that way, but they're killing us by the interest rate. American banks didn't have interest rate right now back then.
Wow, they
It,
didn't.
it was just a loan
Okay.
in hopes
Wow.
that their people would pay them
Pay
back,
them back.
and they did not.
And they did not.
Well, the
Because they was the
majority of
only
them
ones who
didn't.
was able to get the cards. So we didn't put us in debt. They put them in debt. They put United States of America in debt. Wow.
Yep, yep, and that is a fact. And if you guys want to learn about how to win that game of the credit industry or whatever, it is a game.
It is a game.
You there's little pieces to that game, and who when you get when you play Monopoly and you're like, I want to be the car, or I want to be the dice, or whatever. There are certain pieces that you are, so say like you could be a transactor or a revolver
Okay.
in the game. A
Okay.
transactor is a person that's going to make a transaction with the credit card but then pay it back or pay it back in full. A
Okay.
revolver is a person that always carries a balance, okay? And
Okay.
then you have the other 20% that don't even have a card at all. So about
Wow.
there in this game of credit, there's about 40% of transactors. There's
Okay.
40% of revolver, and the other 20% don't even have a
Don't
credit
even
card.
have a card.
Right. So if you want to
Wow.
know how to play this game on being a transactor, a revolver, or the person without a card, which that is it could be a win or a loss depending on how you look at it. But right
Right.
now in the credit game, it's definitely a loss if you don't have a credit card. But what they want to teach you is how to be a transactor and not a revolver. So you
Right.
want to go ahead and chime in to Money Explained on Netflix and look
Okay.
for credit card.
So there's a Netflix series, right? Just to back it up, just in case somebody get on here, guys. There's a Netflix series called The Money Explained, and it's teaching us, and it's pretty much explaining to you guys the foundation of credit cards.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I'm watching Netflix tonight. I'm watching Netflix and chill. I'm
For
watching
real.
that tonight.
And there's different episodes and stuff. So they're all about 20 minutes long.
Okay.
So I'm like, I watch it when I go to sleep or whatever, let it program on me
Right.
instead of watching, whatever else.
Watching something that's not valuable, right? At least if I'm gonna spend 20 minutes on that, I'm getting something with value that comes with it, right? There's an even exchange. I'm gonna give you my time, but I'm gonna also receive value, and that's what we like to do, right? Being business minded, you cannot waste your time because we now understand that literally time is money, right? Right? Time is our greatest asset, and what we're doing is right now. What we're doing is we start to work for freedom, right? We start to understand freedom inheritance, right? Freedom rights, and knowing what we know now, I would never give it up for the world. You see what I'm saying? I would never give it up for the world because now what I will do, right? I would give it to the world. I wouldn't give it up, right? I wouldn't give it up because I could lose it all today, but I would still understand how to bounce back because I got the knowledge to know how to understand how to be a revolver. Just what you were just talking about.
And I have another true fact as well, you guys. The quickest way to establish credit is to get a credit card.
Is to get a credit card.
Mm-hmm.
And what people don't understand is, all right, now watch this. Why? Why is that the quickest way, right? For me, right? The reason why I believe that's the quickest way, and you can answer too, Millionaire Kim, is because for one, that's how the credit bureaus understand that you actually can build credibility with them, right? It's trustworthiness. So now what happened is I've seen people who have no credit cards and then they wonder why they don't have no credit. Then if they do got one credit card, they don't use it. You have to use that credit in order for you to establish better credit, right? Because if you don't use it, then you could lose it, right? Because now nothing's being reported. And if nothing's being reported,
it's not even that nothing is being reported. It's that bank is not making money off of you.
Come
They
on,
don't
man.
want you.
Come on. And that makes sense. See, so it's a give and take thing, right? I'm gonna give you a credit card, but I need you to use it. And once you use it, I'm gonna go ahead and report this on, onto your credit report, which is a report. An adult report card. And once I report this to your credit, now guess what? You go higher, and what you can do in this world. Because I don't know if y'all know that money, currency, that is, man, money is less valuable than what it was back then. And credit is becoming more and more valuable, right? More and more valuable, and we got to understand how important credit is, because nowadays you can't even get air without credit. They check your credit to get air.
And I have a term for that. It's actually called low and grow. So you guys don't despise small beginnings. You get a low credit card amount or limit, right, Calvin? Right. Yeah. You get a low limit, and then you just show that you're credit worthy. And then 6 months down the line, you can ask for a credit increase. Yeah. So it's called low and grow.
And I'm glad you even said that too, because a lot of people, look, we want you guys to actually start applying for credit cards, right? Applying for credit cards. If you already got a credit card, use those things, right? And it's called a revolving credit card because once you pay it back, guess what? You get that money right back, right? And a lot of people, you get so stuck on not paying your credit card because you don't have the money. But what else are you spending your money on? You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell people all the time, like, if you in debt, right? If you're in debt with this credit card, let's just say it's $500, you use $300, you still have $200 remaining. Pay that $300 back. Because if you don't pay it back, then what's going to happen is now your interest, like how you was talking about, they didn't have interest back in the day, right? So now they got interest. Now their interest gets sky high, and then now you get into a worse amount of debt, and that's the debt that you do not want to be in. Now there is called a good debt, and we will talk about that sometime later on. In history, because we are on our 1 year anniversary. You said. So that means we're gonna be around, baby. We're gonna be around. So we will talk about that later. But guys, you most definitely want to use your credit card, because when you use your credit card, it actually allows people to trust you. And when people can trust you, they go ahead and give you more and more and more.
Yep, absolutely. And then I'm going to just make this last statement and I'm going to end it right there. I see that we have Miss Jones in the back stage, so we'll be bringing her up shortly. She just clicked on. But here's another factor, guys. Credit card companies, they conduct tens of thousands of experiments each year. This is currently. They conduct thousands of experiments each year just to figure out, how do I make the most money from each person a year. So we want to keep the money in our pocket, but you can't win that game if you don't know how to play the game.
So quick question for the audience, right? How do you ask that question again?
Which one?
What you just asked? You said you just found this information out about the credit cards. Like, they want to know how they can make money off of you. Okay, so that's the question. How do they make money off of you? So that's the question I'm gonna ask the audience. If you're out there listening to you, how do credit cards make money off of you? Because that's what you just said. They trying to figure out how they gonna make money off of you. So y'all, let's break it down, right? How do they make money off you? And before we give y'all the answer, right, we want to see what you guys are coming up with, right? So that's the question I got for you guys today. How do credit cards make money off you if they're already thinking about, we got to make some money off of these people this year? How do they make money off you?
Yep. Does anybody have the answer? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. I love that. I love it.
Drop it.
Hello, Miss Jones. How are you doing?
Hi.
Yo, what's going on?
It's like, whoa, okay. Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late. It was just a busy day for me, but I'm here, so.
Busy is good. Busy is always good.
Yeah, business good. Business good. How you doing today, Queen?
I'm good. How are y'all?
We are, man. Look, we are moving and grooving. You hear me? We are moving and grooving. We can't hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I'm talking to my daughter. Excuse me.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Calvin, take it away, please, for a second.
So look, real quick, right, y'all? I got a couple of things I want to tell you. I mean, we can start in business credit. We can start at real estate. We can start at where. Let me ask you, Craig. What do you want to know? What do you want to know so therefore we can start talking about? Because I got a lot of stuff I could talk about.
Like, what do I want to know?
First of all, I'm gonna hop in here real quick, Queen. If you don't mind, just introduce yourself. First of all, welcome to Thursday Night C.R.E.A.M, where we do this every Thursday night, where we teach people how to leverage what they have in order to get what they desire. And with Credit Cal, he's over here building neighborhoods and companies and blocks. but anyway, if you don't mind just introducing yourself and let us know what you do, and we'll take it from there.
Okay. My name is Adia Jones. I am a Nove affiliate pro, and I help people with business credit, business funding, all those things, personal credit. So that's pretty much it right now. As far as my business ventures, I am wanting to learn a little bit more. I know a little bit about everything, but I just, kind of want to expand my knowledge with you guys, and just kind of network more, because I've been in since July of last year of 2021. Okay. So it's about a little bit over 7 months, I think. Okay. 8 months. So I'm just trying to, network with more people, and expand my knowledge, basically. So
okay. Awesome. And that's a great thing. Go ahead, Ms. Kim.
Oh, I was just gonna ask you like one quick question. What made you say yes to Nove?
Good question.
Really, Mark, because he's definitely the person. He would be definitely the person that would be adamant about, me talking to him. And I honestly already knew in my mind that I wanted to better myself and better my financial situation. And he kind of just pushed me in that direction a little bit.
Okay.
So,
Awesome.
I knew I was myself first, really, and then he kind of, pushed me. So
good.
Awesome.
Good.
Well, welcome. We super excited to have you, Queen.
Welcome. I'm glad because, like I was telling Miss Kim, I'm like, well, I got to get her online because you know what? She's very adamant about learning. Like you stay, and that's one of the good things I want people to do. Like, do not be afraid to bother somebody when you really trying to get into something. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we may get a little. I don't even like the word busy, but I get busy. But I've been very productive, right? So I've been so productive. Sometimes I forget here and there. But it's people like you, it's people like my guy CJ, it's other people who actually been getting on and been staying on me. Why? Because you really want something. So Queen, whatever I could do to help you out, because I do know you did sign up to my 30-day wholesale challenge, right? You signed up, right? So I most definitely thank you for even doing that. I most definitely want to start showing you because I believe you're in Oklahoma, correct?
Yes, Oklahoma City.
Oklahoma City. So and I don't have anything in Oklahoma City yet.
My son graduated in Lawton, Oakland, Camden University.
Yeah, Camden University. Okay, I'm familiar. Yes.
Okay. Yes. So basically, I think the real reason why I invited you on here is because I do want to get you in a position to where I can start helping you. One of the things I heard you say, which is key, is that you wanted to network. Well, your network determines your net worth, right? And that's how you start building your net worth is because now you start building relationships, right? And that's one thing that I started learning is I start building relationships with certain people. And I've been telling people this year, right, 2022, you need to upgrade your relationships. Know who you can count on, know who you can count out, right? So now what you starting to do is you starting to know who you can count on. So now when you starting to count on these relationships, you starting to grow. Mentally, right? You starting to go financially, you starting to grow spiritually, because this is all the things that we work on. We work on physically, mentally, verbally, spiritually. I mean, we get it in, right, Mama Kim? We get it in, and that's what we want to do. Because at the end of the day, we want to see you grow. I'm not in the business if I don't help nobody else out with their business, right? And whatever it is that you need, Queen. That's what we're here for. People like us. That's what we're here for. So I know I brought you on the show, right? I brought you on the show. Is there anything in particular you want to talk about before I just start running off at the mouth?
Not really, honestly. I'm just really here to listen, honestly, and learn. I like to absorb knowledge because I'm not an expert at nothing. So I want
to. Yeah, that one I can't take from you. When you said you're not an expert at nothing, yes, you are. You know what I'm saying? There's greatness in all of us. So one thing that we are going to help you to condition is the limited self-talk. You know what I mean? There's greatness in you. You are an expert at something. You're on here right now.
You're on here right now.
Time when I was afraid to get on screen or whatever. So and there are people that are still afraid, right? So you showing up is letting other people know that you're an expert on getting on stage, on voicing your opinion. There are, you're an expert.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get it together.
Oh yeah, we most definitely gonna get it together.
Would you agree, Ms. Jones?
Something happened. She'll be back on. But that's just to let y'all know, like, man, look, don't ever. One thing that we're gonna do is we are an encouraging people, right? We don't want to hear none of that downplay, right? Because that's something psychologically that will determine if you're gonna win or lose, right? And we are only here to help winners win more. If you're a loser, I don't got nothing against you. I don't hate you, and I can't do nothing for you. We're here to help winners win more. So, Mr. Jones, when you come back on and all throughout your life, we understand that you are a winner just looking to win more, right? That's how we look at you. So that's what we're going to say. That's why we call people millionaires, even when they're not even millionaires yet. I just had one of my people put a post out today that I did about millionaire, right? You have to become a millionaire in your mind, right? Before you literally touch the millions. That's what we did, right? That's what we did. I had to embody becoming a millionaire. Like, you got to know how a millionaire feel, right? You gotta get that understanding. How you going to expect to be something if you don't think that you already is?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's the mind in which you actually can be transformed by the renewing or by just the lack of knowledge, right? The lack of knowledge can either you can perish, or by the renewing of your mind, you can now create and establish, right? And that's what we've been doing as owners. We no longer live to survive, but we live to create. And that's what we're doing here on this show. Here on Earth, we are steady dropping seeds so now we can create. And that's all we're doing, guys. So before she even get back on, right, I want to talk a little bit about business credit, right? So if you got a business, right, if you got a business, we want to talk about a little bit about business credit. I got an ebook called The Real Hustler's Guide of Building Business Credit by your man neighborhood Cal, where I teach you 8 steps to go ahead properly how to start building your business credit. And what
where can we find that book, Multimillionaire? I want to make
you can actually, it is on my credit bit. Let me see. I might can put it up on one of our chats. It is on my. Go ahead.
No, I remember us having that up last week as far as text business credit or something like that to a certain number.
Yeah, it sure is. I'm gonna put it in one of our links. I'm gonna put it here in our links because I don't always say that. It's business credit. My ground will be respected, right?
Okay.
I'm about to put it in my link right now.
Thank you.
Once you walk and once you see it, you could just put it in there. You could just put it in there. You can go ahead and grab that ebook from that website. Also on my link tree, which is connected to my Instagram, which is neighborhood_Cal C.A.L_. So it's neighborhood_Cal_, and it will be right underneath my link tree, underneath my my descriptions or whatnot. And you just go in there and look and see what we got going on. And one of the things that I've been so adamant about talking about is teaching people about how to leverage other businesses' money. Right, I see a lot of people who get LLCs. I see a lot of people who just are doing their thing, and I salute you. But we don't want to just stop there. We want to keep going, right? We want to keep going. So, like there you go, right there. Yeah, follow that link. Click that link, right? I also got YouTube channels you can watch it. Click that link, and you will get access to the book, to the ebook. It's only $20, but trust me, it's a $20 of a good investment. Listen to me. Some of y'all go spend $20 on some food y'all shouldn't be eating, right? And the reason why I said food is because the stomach is the second brain. So the stomach actually helps you determine how you're gonna think too. And what a lot of people don't realize that. So whatever you put inside your body has got to come out. So it'd be better for you to put $20 into a book that can most definitely help you get the value that you need, right? And I'm talking about, man, we talk about tens of thousands of dollars. And if I could get my aunt on the line, she would tell you. I think 2 weeks ago, I was in Arizona. Glad to see you back, Queen. 2 weeks ago, I was in Arizona, and just the stuff that she ordered the book. She got the book in 24 hours. She got so much value. I'm not even gonna say how much money she got. I let her talk about it, right? Whenever she get an opportunity to get on here, I let her talk about it. She got so much value just off of the book, and now she telling me now that she about to go put some cars on Turo. She about to go do this. Like, she's learning how to leverage her business. And what happened is, y'all, if you don't know how to leverage your business, you ain't got no business. You're going to be struggling. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want you guys to struggle. We already been here for too long. We did the struggling for you guys, right? Mm-hmm. We did the struggling for you guys too. And now we teach you how not to struggle the way we struggle. So that's why I came up with the book, The Real Hustler's Guide to Building Business Credit, because I wanted people to understand how to use their money. You see what I'm saying? How to use their money, keep your money.
By they, you're talking about other people's money, right?
Other business money.
Or other business. Okay.
Other business. Yeah. OBM. Other business money, right? Which is other people, but right when you're dealing with the business credit that I'm teaching you, I'm teaching you how to leverage the business money, right? Because what happened is once you, and I'm gonna just break it down just a little bit real quick, right? I'm gonna give you all small details, but it's gonna be worth a lot. Basically, what you want to do is once you to establish a real business, right? You got to.
I hope y'all taking notes. As a matter of fact, get the book.
Yeah, get the book. Take notes, get the book. However you want to do it, listen to me. It's most definitely valuable. But what you want to do is once you get your EIN number, right? Once you register with the state with your LLC and you got that EIN number, you don't want to just stop there. You want to immediately go get a banking account. I'm gonna answer a question I get a lot. Can you have more than one business banking account? You sure can. You can have more than one business banking account. I got several of them. Matter of fact, I think I actually 5 of them. But what I did was, the moment I got my EIN number, right? I got registered with the state with my LLC. I got an EIN number. I immediately went to a place on the internet called Duns and Brad, right? Got a Duns and Brad number. Once you get a Duns and Brad number, right? Oh, before you even get a Duns and Brad number, that's it. You get a business banking account. Because how are people going to start giving you the funding, which in the business world we call working capital? How are they going to give you the working capital to get you, your business off the ground if you don't have no bank? So what people don't understand is, if you want to establish the business, you got to have a banking account. It's free. They don't run your credit. They don't do none of this. This is all free, y'all. Go get the free chicken before you actually got to pay for the chicken, right? So go get a business banking account. Once you get a business banking account, go open up a Dozen Bread. That's totally free too. And what that is that's just the world of business collectively giving your information to a whole lot of other businesses. And then
but there are some places that will try to charge you for those things, and you did save me from a lot of that stuff. As far as
they will charge you. Get with somebody who actually know the game and understand the game. And like I said, totally, y'all. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, like I always do. It's free. Don't let nobody sell you into something that you don't know. The reason why you buy something is because you don't really understand the game. It's free. All you gotta do is be patient. 2 things I tell people once you start in a business. I really like to say it's a life lesson, right? It's to learn how to control your emotion. That's number 1. Learn how to have emotional control. And then the second one is be patient, because patience is God's speed. A lot of people want to rush and get this. But one thing I learned, go ahead, Queen.
Oh, I just wanted to say, it's either one of 2 things that's going to help you with success. Either you got the time, and it is free to you if you have the time to do it. You know what I'm saying? Or either you have the money. If you don't have the time, you are going to pay a professional to do it for you. And that's just like me. Like I dream of having a chef one day. I love to cook, but now I don't have the time. So now I'm going to have to pay somebody to do it for me. It's the same thing, guys.
It's the same thing. Yep, it's the same thing. And that's pretty much what you want to do. If you got time, go ahead and leverage your own time and learn, right? Learn, because in order for you to learn, right? Matter of fact, in order for you to earn, you must learn. So one of the things I want to this is about to be a bar. I'm thinking about it around this spot. See, so you got to learn, right? LEARN, right? Let's remove the L. So before you can earn, you got to take the L, right? You got to take the L. And what people don't understand is you got to take the L before you can earn. You got to take the L before you can earn. Once you take the L, what do you have? You learn, right? So this is not a lost lesson. This is a learned lesson, right? So that's how I became a very wealthy. I took a lot of L's, and all the L's now allow me to accumulate all the earnings that I'm now getting, right? So that's what we want to teach you guys, man. Do not be afraid to take L's, right? Because once you take the L's and you learn something different, now you're able to earn in a different type of place, right? You're able to earn and get what you really need. And that's what we're teaching people. So the business credit, right? You want to open up a business banking account. Once you open up a business banking account, then now you put yourself out there for the world to now start dealing with you as a business and not as a consumer. Right? Because now if they look at you as a consumer, then guess what? You know different than anybody else. They're not gonna give you no deals, they're not gonna give you wholesale prices or none of that. You want to get into the game and you want to cut out the middleman, right? You want to cut out the middleman because you are an official business. Once you get into the business, then these people start giving you working capital, use their money, right? But then again, and let's just keep it all the way real. And this is why we got Mrs. Kim on the line, and then we also got you on the line, Quinn, because you guys both also are experts in understanding personal credit. Now, don't despise that just because you got a business line, right? Or you got a business, right? That you don't need your personal credit. No, yes, you still do need personal credit, right? And that's where Miss Kim could come in. I could come in. Other people like you could come in, Queen. Well, we can teach people Nove. Get with Nove. We are teaching people how to establish your personal credit, right? Because the reason why they will look at your personal credit because you haven't established the time in business to actually get credible, to actually get all this money that they're giving you, right? Because they might offer you $400,000-$500,000, but guess what? If you've never been in business and you don't understand how the business is going to go forth, then they're going to look at your personal credit. And if your personal credit is not right, then guess what?
You're at risk.
You're at risk, right? So it comes back to what we were saying. Credit is super important, but you have to learn about credit. I know we asked a question, and I want to know if people even answered the question that we asked, and if they didn't, we answer it in the last 5 minutes. How do these credit cards make money off of you? How? And once you figure that out, right? Once you figure that out, because I'm telling you, once we break it down to you, it's gonna be quick. Once we break it down to you, then you understand how to use credit card, how to use debt to actually get out of a situation. That's all we've been doing. Look, I'm in debt. Listen to me, y'all. I'm in millions of dollars in debt, but that's good debt because I understand how to use their money. I'm in debt because I use their money. But guess what? Once you understand how to use other people's money and other people's time, which is capitalism, right? Using other people's time and other people's money, then guess what? I don't pay that debt off. Somebody else is doing it. And that's how you play the game. You see what I'm saying? Period. Like the properties that I now own, right? I don't pay, we got mortgages out of the world. I don't pay none of those mortgages because I understand how to play the game. I don't use my properties, right, as a liability because guess what? When you don't make no money off of it, then it becomes a liability. So I now turn my properties into assets, something that's put money into my pocket. And not only is it put money into my pocket, it's also paying my debt. You see what I'm saying? It's paying my debt. So one of the things that I want to teach people is how to structure your business properly. So therefore you could be in what we call good debt. There is good debt, y'all. There's bad debt. Go ahead, Quinn. Oh, okay. There's good debt. There's bad debt. Go ahead. No, you just right. So basically, like for real estate, let's just break it down to real estate, right? Because that is something that I do every single day. It almost seems like it's not enough hours to buy properties, but at the same time, I love doing it. And in real estate, this is one thing that I'm learning is that I learned how to use the properties, the knowledge that I got to buy properties and to turn it into cash flow, right? And basically, that's how businesses is ran. The greatest word in business is called cash flow. And wherever your cash is flowing, whether it's going to the liabilities or it's going to the asset column. And that's what we got to understand. Where's our money flowing? Where's our money flowing? So in business, I started to understand how to and where my money need to flow. And my money is flowing into the assets. So all you need to do when you buy a business, right, is think, is my business making money for me to be able to put towards the cash flow of the asset column and not the expense column, because the expense column allows you to be what? In the liability column, right? So now I'm starting to understand, like, bam, I got a business now. So how do I allow my business to take care of me and not me taking care of my business? Because that's what we, as young entrepreneurs and small businesses, we fail to realize that if you don't have the business attributes and the business funding backing you up, then you are taking care of your business, right? You are the main source of the engine that's running on your business. And how long, this is another question. How long do you think your business is going to run off of you?
Bars and facts. And one thing, and I don't, one thing that I can say is that now, you know, with my other property, I do have somebody else paying that mortgage instead of me selling it. You know, I have somebody else paying that mortgage for me. And now I'm in my second property. And on top of that, Calvin taught me how to turn my cars into assets instead of liabilities. I didn't want to buy two cars because I thought I was going to be the one liable to pay those car payments. So that's another thing that stops us from getting more, getting more, because you're only thinking about solely your income. But if you think about other people's income,
that's what it is.
And who's willing to pay that portion of your debt for you. These people are paying my car payment simply by me letting them borrow my car. They're paying for my car insurance. You know what I'm saying? They're paying for my gas.
Yes.
In those cars. So they're paying for
they're paying your insurance and all that. They're paying it. You no longer have, it's no longer coming out of your pocket. No. It's coming out of somebody else's pocket who has the ability to do that. This is what they want to do. We're not forcing nobody to do this stuff. This is like, you guys gotta understand, we living in a world who wants to do for you. You just got to present something for them to do for you, right? And that's what we did. We bought cars, we bought houses, we bought assets, and these assets allow other people to now pay it because that's what they want to do.
And I want to say something real quick, and this might be a joke or it might be funny or whatever, but I'm telling y'all, if you behind on that car payment and you think it's somebody about to come and repo it, you better put that baby on tour roll and stop being like, I don't want nobody driving my car. Da, 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 da. It ain't gonna be your car too much longer if you don't get somebody to help you make that car payment.
What's
Stop
rule
being
number one?
like one thing Calvin told me: do not get emotionally attached
That's rule number
to
one.
these things, because once you get emotionally attached to things, they're now liabilities.
They're now liabilities, y'all. Like, you got to remove your emotions and say, look, at the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, this is facts.
I wish I had known this stuff years ago. Oh my goodness.
But look, you know it now, and guess what? You now you got so much years ahead of you now, right? You were past, right? Like you now up jump of you being behind to now you are now. Watch this. The Bible says that we are supposed to be the borrower. I mean, the lender and not the borrower. You no longer are the borrower anymore. You now the lender. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because it was something you was transformed by the renewing of your mind. Amen. All we did was flip something up in your mind, and you start taking actions on that. So now, guys, this is what you got to realize. In the world of business, in this world, the greatest thing that you can do is help people. That's the greatest thing you can do. If you don't help people, you're not going to get help. That's just how it goes. So any problem that you have, you got to first want to do what? Solve it, right? Once you solve your own problem, do you know how many other Calvins it is? You know how many other Kims it is? You know how many other people it is like you? How many Felicias it is? We all got problems that we have to solve ourselves. And people are coming around asking me, why did you do this? And what happened when you did this? I tell you my experience, and my experience gives me the knowledge to be able to tell you how you can get from out of this thing. All I do is help a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? I help a lot of people, and because I help a lot of people, now guess what? It helps me help more people, and then now guess what? That pays my bills, that pays my liabilities, that take care of my expenses, and now I begin to see the world in a whole new different light. Because truly, I wake up, and I don't wake up and I don't ask myself, "Dang, what I got to do to make another dollar? Dang, I ain't got no money. Dang, this bill need to get paid for." Let me tell you something, man. If you start to think like that, you're gonna stay like that. The first thing I do is I say, "Thank you, God, for another day of opportunity. And what can I do to help your people?" That's what I say. What can I do to help your people? And immediately I start figuring out how to help people out.
Or immediately your phone starts to ring. I'm serious. Yeah, I do the same thing, and my phone just like rings like, "Oh, I need help with this," or "I need help with that." I'm like, "My pleasure." That's super amazing.
You just got to be willing to help people. So Mr. Jones, whatever it is that we can do to help you, that let's do it. You see, I think for sure you would be a great real estate person. I think everybody would be great in real estate, just simply because that gives you a whole lot more leverage. Like if you look at 90% of the world, right? 90, well, not even that. Yeah, we're gonna say that 90% of, matter of fact, 100% of every wealthy person, 100% of every wealthy person owns a piece of real estate. That's just flat out. They dibble and dabble in other things, but it's real estate, y'all. What are you walking on every single day is real estate. Where you go in every single day is real estate. Where you driving on every single day is real estate. It's land. Once we start learning how to possess the land, God ain't making more of that. And if you look at it from Oklahoma to Colorado to Arizona to Las Vegas to California, all you got is land. Once we start learning how to possess the land and have ownership of the land, guess what? These people are going to pay you for the rest of your life. And I want to teach people, how do you get in a position to now let these people pay you for the rest of your life instead of you paying them? And what I mean by paying them, and what people am I talking about? The IRS, the government. They go in your...
And I just want to put it out there. This is a disclosure. Don't think that it's going to be easy, because it's designed, this whole society, this whole country is designed to keep it away from us. So it is a fight. It is a struggle. It is a challenge. But guess what? Number one, it is a mission. It is our mission to, like Calvin says, go out there and buy back our blocks. Go back out there and take what's rightfully ours. We're not saying hold a gun to nobody's head. No. We're saying going and learning how to play the game so that you can win it.
Yeah. An open hand is better than a closed fist. We ain't got to fight this way. All we got to just be willing to receive, right? And once you receive, you can freely give, right? And that's what being a philanthropist is about. And that's what I'm learning. I'm in my fourth stage of my life to where now I'm starting to move towards being more free, right? And doing what I want to do. The more I give, the more I receive, the more I give. That's why that's why I'm like, yo, I'm so happy, right? Because happy people make money. Money don't make you happy. I'm truly happy because I got peace. And I'm truly got peace because I got freedom, y'all. Like, and I understand this in real life. And my thing is, how can you get this? How can you get this? How can they get this? And easy, us just coming together like Queen said, coming together and want to learn from other people, right? You gonna know, like, one of the things that because before you got off, you said you're not an expert, right? But watch this. This is how I'm about to let you know that you're an expert, because you have a piece of information that somebody else don't have.
Right.
And that makes you an expert in the field that they don't know nothing about. All you got to do, to me, outside the time, information is the greatest asset, because now you have something that you can now give to somebody else that they didn't have no capability of knowing, and they weren't going to take the time off to know. Why do you think we do these shows? Because we got to a position to where we said, you know what? We don't want to be the only ones that notice. We got a dying world out here. You see what I'm saying? We got kids, and I don't got grandkids, but we got kids and we got parents. Right. Yeah, you do. We got kids and parents and cousins and play cousins and nieces and nephews. We got family members who are literally is being lost, right? And this is something that I just start saying, but I've been doing my whole life. We have people who die at 25 but don't get buried till they're 57. Let me say it again. You die at 25, but then you don't get buried at 57. What you mean? Is you die mentally. You died mentally, but then your body didn't go to the grave until you was 57, so you never lived. You just existed. We trying to have people live and have life more abundantly. This is why we giving people this information, right? And like you said, it ain't free, and this is not given to the person who could run the fastest, who the smartest. No, we're not the smartest, and I'm nowhere near the fastest. But I understand that this is given to the people who can endure to the end. This is given to the people who are willing to say, you know what, I do not know it all, but you know what? I want to learn. How can I learn? So I can earn. How can I learn so I can earn, right? And that's what we're doing. So whatever we can do to actually help you guys learn so you can earn and you can pass it, then pass it, pay it forward, give it back to the people. So Queen, you do got some information, right? You got some information that you can give to people. I think what the problem is, and not just with you, but with people is, we, for one, two things. We lack confidence, right? It's not that you lack information. You got the information. You lack confidence, and your confidence can mess up your performance. So what happened is, not only do you got to get your confidence up, but how do you get your confidence up? By actually going around other people who actually know what you don't know. And that's why we salute you for coming on this live. Come on every week if you want to. Salute you.
I didn't know I was going to be on stage, by the way. Right?
No. And it's all good. It's all good, because you know what? Let me ask you this, and be honest. Had you would have known, would you would have did it?
I probably would have came if y'all would have told me you're gonna be on stage. But
so, but you know what? And that's good, because now you being seen, and this going on YouTube, this going on all other types.
It's going everywhere.
Now look, we putting it out in the atmosphere that this time next year you will be better off than where you at right now. This time next year,
and believe
you will have a couple properties, right? You will have a couple properties underneath your name. You will have your LLC and your business, and you will have business funding, right? You will have your credit in a position that you need to have credit to, where now you can start establishing, right, the opportunities that you need that you've been passing, right? Because one thing that I learned, when you murder time, you kill an opportunity. We ain't murdering time now, y'all. We getting an opportunity now. And that's something that's greater than money. It's opportunity. Yeah. So now we're about to start turning your opportunity into leverage. And leverage is turned into what? Money. You see what I'm saying? So we're glad you came on the show, because now we put you out there.
Hi, everybody.
Yep. I just want to say something real quick. Actually, I think we both did it together. Calvin and I both did this platform together because we weren't exposing our business, and we didn't have, I'm gonna be honest, we didn't have the confidence to go live every day.
Yeah, no, you're right. Me too.
What we did is we said, we're going to do this together, my brother. We're going to hold each other's hands. We're going to get through this. And here we are a year later, and we are more confident. And now we're all over the country.
We're all over the country.
People are paying for Calvin to come and speak. So, awesome. Man, it's just life-changing, and it's only been a year.
And it's only been a year. So imagine what you can do, right? And this is why I try to tell people, don't try to get into it. Don't try to get into this right now to try to speed, because this is not something that you can get that you can get overnight, right? Because the day you plant the seed is not the same day you're gonna reap the harvest. just plant the seed every single day. And as time goes, you start seeing all the harvests that you now have because of all the seeds that you plant, right? So time waits on nobody, but it tells on everybody. So what is time going to tell when it's time for you to reap or sow? You see what I'm saying? So what we're doing is, Queen, we just reaping something inside of you. I do know I want to teach you how to build real estate investing. You know what I'm saying? I want to teach you how to start real estate investing, just like I show Millionaire Kim. And we're going to keep moving forward, right? We're going to keep moving forward because this is a movement, not a monument. So I do know we got a couple. Well, I know we're about to be over an hour, but I do want to go ahead and answer the question since then nobody answered the question.
Right.
The question was, how do these credit cards make money off of us? Because Millionaire Kim just told us. They just came up with a whole thing talking about, look here, pretty much. And that in these words, we need to make some money off of these people. Yeah. How are we going to make some money off of them? So how is credit cards making money?
Miss Jones, go ahead and give us.
Miss Jones, you go first. It ain't no right or wrong answer. Let you see what you got to say.
Right.
Yeah.
How do credit cards?
I say off of late payments because I mean they could. Is that the answer?
That's one of them.
That's a lot of them.
Okay.
That's a good one.
So go ahead. You said off of late payments. So explain what you mean by that.
Like if you pay your payment late, I'm sure they could probably charge you more off of paying the late payment instead of paying on that timely basis you were supposed to. So
come on.
$30 to $45 per. It's now a day late. It used to be a grace period, but not anymore because remember they're doing those experiments. Yeah. So now once you're a day late, it's $35 flat fee. I remember we used to have a grace period. I used to use them all the time, but not anymore because remember they're doing those experiments every year. Yeah. But you're absolutely right.
So you're absolutely right. So you talk about you not no expert. Queen, stop playing. You hear me? Stop playing. See, you got information that people don't have.
There's more. There's more. Come on, Calvin. What's the next one? What's another way?
So another way. So basically, just to piggyback off of what you were saying, late payments, right? You not making your payments on time makes you have an interest, right? And that interest be accumulated. Another reason, hell, I'm the same with her. Not making your payments. How they get paid is not making your payments and you going into a deeper debt, right? You go into a deeper debt. And when you go into a deeper debt, you have to pay these people back. So I will honestly say until you tell me the other one, I'm with Queen. When you don't make your payments on time, that's exactly how they get paid.
Okay, I could give you guys.
I got another one. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, okay, so my turn. Here we are. Interest rates.
Yeah.
Interest rates.
What I was gonna say, interest rates. Yeah.
And there's another one. I know all y'all know this one. Go ahead, Calvin.
Okay,
what makes them make more money off of interest rates? By a person having a
low credit score.
Bam.
A low credit score. So they make money off of your low credit score, right? Yep. Yes, they do. Yeah, because now you're at a low risk. And now they know I can take a chance off of you, right? I can take a chance with you because you're going to pay me back. So you're absolutely right. That's why it's important to actually have good credit. Once you got good credit, then guess what? Then they know that they pretty much may not make no money off of you, but Boo the fool over here who ain't paid me in so many amount of months and they just want to make just the minimum due. Oh, yeah, that's going to charge you. Oh, yeah, that's going to cost you. Oh, yeah, that's going to cost you. And that's how they make money. Another reason why how they make money is actually leveraging other people's money. They make money off of other people too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's pretty much like that's the game, y'all. Once you understand the game, so basically what you want to do, right? So if we're telling you how they make money off of it, this is how you not let them make money off of you, right?
Right.
It's simple. Make your payments on time, in full. Pay your payments on time in full.
So be a transactor and not a revolver. So, period.
Period. And period means what? The end of a sentence. The end, right? So that's the end of the show, y'all. If y'all do not want these people to take extra money off you, which that's the rules, right? That's the rules of the game. It says it in their little thin line, right? It says it. This is your APR. This is the interest rate. This is this, that, and the third. When you don't pay it back in full, right? Go ahead, Queen.
Oh, I just love that show. But anyway, here's another way they make money off of us. They use our psyche. They play with our minds. So when you see your statements at the end of the month, you see what your balance is. It might say $520 or whatever, but they show you what your minimum is. So a lot of people want to pay the minimum because it looks
Minimum.
better than the bigger numbers.
Let's get yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
So I,
Listen to me, y'all. Look, this is the greatest thing that I learned about credit, and hopefully you guys get it. You own credit card is nothing extra. You use the credit card just as you was going to spend your own money and pay it back, right? We said it earlier. If they give you a low limit, right, and you only spent $40, $50, guess what? If you didn't have a credit card, you was about to go spend that in cash or in debit, right? So you was about to go spend that, and it was gonna be gone that same day, right? You wasn't getting that back. You go spend gas, $30 on gas, and you pay your little $30, $20 bill, $10 bill. You pay your little $30. You're not getting that back, right?
Mhm.
So why not go ahead and use a credit card, pay that $30. You got $30 in your pocket. Pay them back their money, y'all. And what that do is that now shows these people that you are trustworthy. That now shows these people that you are actually using their limit, their credit limit, right? You're using their credit limit, and now they can trust you. And as you keep doing that, it ain't nothing extra. Just pay them back what you was already going to use. And that's what I did in my first year and a half, 2 years of me having credit. Right, I started off with the $300. Hell, I think they first gave me $20. That's what they did. They gave me $20. I don't know what they didn't get a credit card. They give nobody else. They gave me $20 and say, "Look, you better use that. That $20 to turn into 20,000 in 2 years."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like it was really $300. They gave me $300. I used that $300 as if I was going to use that if I was going to spend my money, and I just kept paying and paying and paying. And after 6 months, they gave me another increase, and then after another 3 months, then real quick. It's called 33 months or 91-day rule. Basically, when you want to get a credit line increase, you got to wait at least 3 months or 91 days. After the 91 day, either they can give you a credit card increase or you can ask for one. And when you ask for one within that time, then they shouldn't pull your credit. You know what I'm saying? No more. Like Capital One, Navy Federal, they don't pull your credit no more. But if you're going to ask for another loan, they would. But when you're already in the system, you want to wait a couple months, right, before you can do it. Normally, they just give you one after 6 months, right? They normally give you one after 6 months. But a lot of these lenders allow you to do it after the 91 day. After
can
91
I
day,
ask you, just for the sake of the audience, what would be some qualifying factors for them to get a credit increase?
pay your credit card on time in full. That's the best one. The qualifying factors is pay your credit card on time in full. And if you don't, right?
For those 90 days.
Yeah, for those 90 days. And if you don't, right? Sometimes they do want, sometimes I'm gonna tell y'all, right? Even y'all might think like, nah, Cal, nah. Listen to me. Sometimes they do want you to actually accumulate a little bit of interest. It's okay to accumulate a little bit of interest. Let's just say, for instance, you got $500, right? You spent $30, or you spent $100. Your minimum due is $30, right? Pay that $30. Allow them to make sure that you pay them extra, right? That interest. Remember, that's what we was talking about. How else do they make money? By the interest, by you not paying it off in full. You could go one or two times, you know what I mean, without paying for it in full, and then they see that. Mm-hmm. That's not bad. Make sure you pay for it in full the next following month, though. You see what I'm saying? And once they start seeing that, now they can trust you a little bit more, because that's exactly what the credit card people told me. They was not going to raise my limit because, for one, she said, Calvin, you only use 3% of your credit card, right? You know,
I was just going to say that.
Our utilization. So once you stay underneath a certain utilization, then they know, okay, now you need me and I don't need you. You see what I'm saying? And now once you get into the system of now they need you and you don't need them, now they start giving you more money. And that's exactly what the lady told me. She said, Calvin, you only using 3% of your credit card. I'm like, well, yeah, that's because I don't want to go over 30%. I know how y'all guys do. And she started laughing. She said, Calvin, well, I'm going to be honest with you. She's like, we want to at least see you spend a little bit more money. Use the money that we give you. Even if you pay it off in full, use it. And that's what I did, y'all. I used it, and they gave me so much more.
And I need to throw in some more information. I mean, we can go on all night about this, and I know we're over time, but a lot of times you get denied too because the banks have already made enough money off of you with your late fees and stuff like that, so they won't give you any more credit. Or either you've already spent the money and they've charged you a high interest, so they won't give you They won't give you an increase because they've already made enough money from you. They don't need to make no more from you. They're going to go on to the next person and the
Yeah.
next person and the next person because everybody is based on an individual basis. So just remember that.
I'm gonna give y'all a story, and then next week, please have me tell y'all the fullness of the story. I just was at one of my bank cards. I can't make this up, y'all, and I promise you, I don't think it's gonna show it now, but I just was at 101 utilization. You hear me? I was at 100. I was at 101 utilization.
Been
Let me
there,
tell you.
done that.
Let me tell you now. I didn't mean to go that far. Remember, y'all want to stick underneath 30%. I didn't mean to go that far in my utilization, but let me tell you how much trust that they got with me because I do so good. Now this is I told you I did it one time. I didn't think it was gonna be 100-1. The reason why I was 100-1 because I actually spent more than what was actually on the card. That's why I was 100-1. So for instance, right? I promise you, I can't make this up. What I did was right before the freaking due date, right? Right before the due date, I paid my minimum due. Right? I paid my minimum due. I knew I was about to pay it off before the report date. I knew I was about to pay it off. This is exactly what I did. But it's not gonna happen for everybody. I'm just telling you how it happened for me, and I believe why it happened for me because I am a good steward over my money, and they can see that I'm trustworthy. What I did was right before the minimum due. I think it might have been the day of the minimum due. I had 101 utilization. What I did was I called and got a credit card line increase. I asked them to increase my credit. Y'all, they gave me another $3,000. And I promise
Because they
y'all.
see that you're using it,
Yes.
and they probably haven't been able to make money on from you in the past.
From me ever. Yeah, they never made it. So that's why I'm telling the story. They never made money off me, y'all. This is the very first time I actually ever did it. So I went past my 30%.
Yep.
I used 101% of utilization. I called, and like I said, it might have been the day of my due date, and I asked for a credit card line. I mean, a credit increase, right? A line of increase. They gave me an extra $3,000. What that did was it made my utilization go all the way back down. Yep. And I just beat it. But I knew that on purpose, y'all. I did that on purpose. I mean, I didn't think they was gonna give me, no money. But I mean, I did. I hoped for they did. And I just wanted to try it out. And I could go ahead and give y'all the whole logistics of it next week. But that's what I did because I understood the game.
And not only that, Calvin, you're experimenting with stuff too, just like they experiment with us. You be experimenting with them, and then
I
you
sure
do
do.
the jewels on us, and I'm like, thank you.
I promise y'all, every little thing I go through, I will tell y'all from the honest God truth. I was at 101 utilization. I showed my wife. I said, look, I'm at 101 utilization. People will be tripping. I was like, but I'm doing this on purpose. She laughed like, nah, they ain't gonna do that. I said, watch this. I promise you. I went back in that room after 15 minutes. I was like, they just gave me a $3,000 increase. So now my 101 utilization I went down to like 50 something. You know what I'm saying? Like it went down to like 50 something. And then I paid the rest of it off. Yep. Now I'm good. Like I'm good, y'all. I'm good. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I did that in the next show. But I'm gonna give y'all what I did. I learned how to turn my credit into cash. And all I did was use their money. All I did was liquidize their money, right? And then paid it right back. That's all I did. I used their money. And I'll tell you how I did that next week. I need y'all to stay tuned and figure it out because, y'all, this is the game that need to be played. And if you don't play it right, you're going to lose, y'all. We don't want y'all to lose. We in it for winners. Winners win more. You already know it's a movement, not a monument. Queen, can we have you back on the show again?
Yes, of course. I'll be ready for sure next.
All right, cool. Yeah, you look. Have all your questions, have whatever it is that you want to learn, drop them down, and let's answer. Because guess what? The question that you asked, there's some people here that I'm telling you, once we get off the line, they be inboxing me. I'm like, why you ain't ask that then? Why you ain't talk to me then? Why you ain't say that then? I don't know. I was scared. Well, let me tell you something. Scared money don't make no money.
Bars.
And scared people don't get nowhere.
Bars again.
So come on, y'all. We need. It's a movement, not a monument, and we are paying it forward. We appreciate everybody who joined in, and I know we went over 13 minutes, but we don't care because we got time. You hear me? We got time.
Peace and blessings. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Thursday Night Cream. Join us next week, same place, same time. That's Thursday, 6 p.m. Mountain. We love each and every one of you. Continue to grow
y'all.
On purpose.
We do love y'all. On purpose with a purpose. Peace.
Peace. Neighborhood.